I really love gifts. I don't think for Christmas I got much. So if anybody out there want to send me gifts, I'll post my P.O. box online and just please send clothes, anything, jewelry, bags. Because all my bags got stolen when my house got robbed.
How about how this team fights? Whatever's in front of us, we fight. We fight for 60 minutes together because we care about each other.
I think when you go out there the first time, I think it's more of like, dang, like, this dude over there, like, they cool. But then, like, when you actually out there, you like, I don't care who it is. I'm trying to dominate them.
The internet is absolutely exploding right now. Shedeur Sanders just beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. He delivered a clutch performance in a divisional rivalry game that Pittsburgh desperately needed to win. He showed composure, maturity, and legitimate NFL quarterback traits that have Cleveland fans wondering if they finally found their guy.
It was some of the best quarterback play I've seen from him. It's just, he's developing, he's reading the field better, he's making quicker decisions, he's evading pressure, not taking sacks,
And then he walked into the press conference and asked fans to send him Christmas gifts because his house got robbed.
Gifts. I don't think for Christmas I got much. So if anybody out there want to send me gifts, I'll post my P.O. box online and just please send clothes, anything, jewelry, bags. Because all my bags got stolen when my house got robbed.
This is the kind of raw, unfiltered, absolutely authentic moment that makes Shedeur Sanders one of the most fascinating rookies in the NFL right now. No corporate speak, no carefully crafted PR messaging, just a 22-year-old kid who just won a huge game, sitting in front of microphones and casually mentioning he needs new bags because someone broke into his house. The quote is already going nuclear on social media. Memes are flying, hot takes are multiplying by the second, and the debate about whether this is endearing authenticity or concerning immaturity is raging across NFL Twitter. But let's pump the brakes and talk about what actually matters here. Because underneath all the viral moments and social media chaos, Shedeur Sanders just revealed something way more important about himself in that press conference. He's learning, he's growing, and he's starting to understand what it takes to be an NFL quarterback.
I'll say overall, I'm able to see the field and the game slow down for sure. I think the main thing is like, I just like throwing the ball. I just like throwing the ball a lot, and you know, in some situations, you can't just throw your dog a bone sometimes. You gotta.
That right there, that's the quote that should be going viral. That's the statement that should have every Cleveland Browns fan leaning forward in their seats with genuine hope for the first time in months. Sanders walked into that press conference fresh off a win against Pittsburgh and basically laid out his entire development arc. No filter, no scripted answers, just honest self-assessment about where he's been, where he is now, and where he's going. The maturation story he told is fascinating. 7 weeks ago, he came into his first home start against Baltimore and, by his own admission, didn't play well, didn't feel ready. The moment felt too big, the speed was too fast. But now he's talking about seeing the field clearly, processing faster, understanding when to take calculated risks versus when to protect the football. That's quarterback development in real time, folks. That's what it looks like when a rookie starts figuring it out. But here's where it gets really interesting. Sanders also revealed the mental battle he's been fighting, the self-doubt that creeps in when you're sitting on the bench, the questions you start asking yourself about whether you belong, the anger he has to manufacture before games just to channel the right emotional energy.
Like me, like before the game and stuff, I got have a lot of built up anger within myself, because that's why I gotta play with that fire, with that different emotion within me, you know.
This is what nobody talks about with rookie quarterbacks. We see the games, we see the stats, we analyze the tape, but we don't see the psychological warfare happening inside a 22-year-old's head when he's trying to prove he belongs in the best league on the planet. Sanders admitted he needs that edge, that chip on his shoulder, that built-up anger to fuel his competitive fire. And you know what? That's not a weakness. That's elite athlete mentality. Tom Brady played with a chip on his shoulder his entire career because he was drafted in the 6th round. Michael Jordan manufactured slights to motivate himself. The great ones find fuel wherever they can. The vulnerability Sanders showed in that press conference is actually a strength. He's not pretending everything is easy. He's not putting on a fake confidence mask. He's acknowledging the mental battles while simultaneously showing he's finding ways to win them. And then there's the relationship-building aspect that's quietly become a huge part of his development. The connection with Snoop, his backup quarterback mentor, is genuine and meaningful. Getting calls and texts before games, words of encouragement, someone who's been in the league, who understands the journey, investing time and energy into helping a rookie succeed.
You know, he was definitely words of encouragement and stuff for me, but that's just how he is. Like, he not just doing that just because it gives them, you know, a chance. Now, I think the overall person he is and the time that we have spent together, he did nothing but speak life into me, and I truly appreciate him.
That matters. That's how you build a quarterback, not just with film study and practice reps, but with mentorship and genuine relationships. Sanders recognized that Snoop isn't doing this for selfish reasons or ulterior motives. It's authentic support, and Sanders values it deeply. The Harold Fannin injury situation also revealed something about Sanders' mindset. His #1 target went down early with a groin injury after catching the game's only touchdown. Most rookie quarterbacks would panic. Most would force throws trying to recreate that connection. Sanders, he adjusted. He went to other receivers. He trusted the hungry dogs, as he called them, to step up. That's quarterback maturity. That's understanding you can't force the game to come to you. You have to work within the flow, trust your teammates, and execute the plays that are available. Sanders also addressed the culture conversation happening in Cleveland's locker room. Veterans like Joel Bitonio talking about setting the foundation for young players, building something sustainable, not worrying about draft position, but focusing on establishing the right habits and mentality.
I think in the building and everything, we've been pretty consistent with what we've been doing. The only difference is now we got the result we're supposed to get.
That's a mature perspective, understanding that the process matters more than individual results, that consistency in preparation and execution is what eventually leads to wins, that you can't control outcomes, but you can control effort and approach. This is a rookie quarterback who's clearly being coached well and is absorbing those lessons. He's not making excuses about the offensive line. He's not complaining about limited weapons. He's focusing on what he can control: his preparation, his decision-making, his leadership. The conversation about Andre Schmidt, Cleveland's kicker who struggled early and has been lights out lately, showed another dimension of Sanders' mindset. He had a personal conversation with Schmidt during the struggles, offered support, and now takes genuine joy in watching Schmidt succeed on the other side of those difficulties.
I'm very happy that he was able to get out that hole that he was in and that he's able to see the other side of things. I think like that's the only thing I think about whenever I look at him, whenever I see him. I'm just excited. I'm just happy that he was able to see the other side of things.
That's teammate investment. That's caring about the people around you succeeding. That's the kind of leadership quality you can't teach in a classroom or develop in practice. You either have genuine care for your teammates or you don't. Sanders clearly does. So where does this leave us with Shedeur Sanders' evaluation? He's flawed. The 2 interceptions against Pittsburgh showed he still makes rookie mistakes. The second one, especially, throwing across his body into coverage, was the kind of decision that gets young quarterbacks benched. He's raw. The polish isn't there yet. The consistency isn't there yet. There will be more growing pains, more learning moments, more games where the inexperience shows. But he's also showing something you can't coach: resilience, authenticity, the ability to learn from mistakes, leadership qualities that make teammates better, and most importantly, the mental processing speed that suggests he can actually develop into a legitimate NFL starter. The viral Christmas gift moment will dominate social media for the next few days. The memes will be hilarious, the hot takes will be scorching, but the real story is buried in the rest of that press conference. Shedeur Sanders is growing as a quarterback. The game is slowing down. He's building genuine relationships with teammates and mentors. He's learning when to take risks and when to play smart. He's showing leadership and care for the people around him. Is he the finished product? Absolutely not. Is he the Cleveland franchise quarterback for the next decade? Too early to say. But is he showing enough to warrant real consideration as the starter heading into next season? The evidence suggests yes. One more game remains, Cincinnati next week. One more opportunity for Sanders to show what he's learned. One more opportunity to prove that this growth trajectory isn't a fluke. And maybe, just maybe, some generous Cleveland fans will send him some new bags to replace the ones that got stolen. Because if there's one thing we learned from that press conference, it's that Shedeur Sanders is willing to ask for what he needs, even if it goes viral in the process. The authenticity might be polarizing, the media training might need work, but the quarterback development, that's trending in exactly the right direction. And in Cleveland, after years of quarterback purgatory, that might be the most important gift of all.